tackle just shy of the 25.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Looking for his tight end, Eifert, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 33. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six from Bengals TD. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
On for the point after is Randy Bullock. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Is good. Makes the score Bengals 7, Jaguars nothing. Randy Bullock to kick off for Cincinnati.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got it complete to Thompson. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they were just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Stays on his feet. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
A gain of 12.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Inside handoff, the former Central Florida man, Bruce Miller.
The fullback.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Good solid gain on first down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
At the 46-yard line.
Set, ready? 60 out long. 61. Matchbox flight. Go. 55.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Minshew. The catch made by James O'Shaughnessy, the tight end. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40.
It's a gain.
That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Trying to pick it up with Armstead. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38.
The ball carrier.
Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Minshew sets to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
An inside give to Miller, the fullback. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the 1st on 3rd. Out of the gun is Minshew. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. And that is too far out in front. He couldn't haul it in. Incomplete. So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This from 54 yards away. And Lambo will put this one through.
Is good.
And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Jaguars.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Schobert on the tackle.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
At the 40-yard line.
This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity. And that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week. And right now, we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Tyler Boyd, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
He was covered by C.J. Henderson.
From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 10 yards there on a Bengal 1st.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Giovanni Bernard. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down.
Bengals. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
After 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Bengals 7, Jaguars 3.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
On the carry.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Jacksonville's pass defense holds serve. 4th down.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And this one is right down the middle. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Just a lone field goal for them so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Yeah, they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a 1st down. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. Now Minshew. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Shaquem Griffin, he was relentless there as he hits home for the sack.
And they're picking up right where they left off with the shutout that they pitched last week. A huge part of that, this pass rush. They know how to get after people.
Offensively, good luck finding some answers right now. To try again after the sack. Minshew into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Von Bell. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line.
At the 35-yard line.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And finally wrestled down at the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So it's pretty simple, partner. You pick up a turnover, set you up in excellent field position. The last thing you want to do is go 3 and out in this spot.
Yeah, they would have had to settle for a field goal attempt, but now they keep those touchdown hopes alive. They'll give it to Mixon. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
He was brought down.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that one.
That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
25-yard line. The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
And 4.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Minshew. He's got Thompson here, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
They'll run on first down. Thompson. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
All right, need you to check my eyes here. This entire unit defensively, I think, has looked really strong in the first half, especially in the secondary. They've been cohesive, fast to the football, and we just saw another example arriving there to help knock that one away.
On 2nd and 10, it's Minshew. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Carlos Dunlap, the Florida Gator, chopping his way to the quarterback. So 3rd and long after the sack. Tough road for Minshew and the Jags. Now he lets it go deep for Kirk. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Going deep downfield for Ross. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Jared Wilson. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
1st and 10.
They've got a pretty comfortable lead right now, but maybe a little too careless with the football that time for the rookie.
I think the key word there is comfortable. And there's 2 schools of thought on it. With that type of a lead, maybe you can take a few more chances because you have a cushion. Others will tell you, don't eat up the cushion with careless play. He'll learn to ride that line as he moves on in his career.
At the 38-yard.
Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Well, they certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little bit to get the running game going back inside.
Sliding out of the pocket. Minshew going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And now it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and
So
10.
after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Burrow going to fake to Mixon and now look to throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Incomplete. Sets up 4th down.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
The Bengals set to receive. They have the lead and the football to begin quarter number 3. And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
From the gun to give to Mixon. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, Minshew to throw. He'll air this one out for Kirk. It got his man complete. And all the way down to the 35.
Complete to Christian.
It's a big play for the Jaguars. 42 yards.
First down.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thompson. And he'll go down at the 28.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
On 2nd down now. It's Thompson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
The 16-yard line.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking to get that one to Chris Thompson. And it's 2nd down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
He's crossing. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. He's checking. Cross. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Kill. Under 10. Under 10. 10.
Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Minshew throwing on 3rd down. Ball had his hands on it, couldn't bring it in. Pretty symptomatic of how this game's been going.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face, coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
1st and 10. at their own 25-yard.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter. Thanks for tagging along with us here from the Queen City of Cincinnati. Pass hauled in downfield. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 38-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
10 at the 38-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
3 more yards.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
Yard line.
On the delay, it's Mixon. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here's Burrow. That's going to be caught by Ross for a Bengal touchdown. John Ross, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals add on to their lead. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Bengals 34, Jaguars 6.
Now Bullock will send this one away after the touchdown. Cole now on the return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's able to get up here to the 26. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Looking long for Westbrook. And this is caught at the 20. And they're going to have this way down in Cincinnati territory. A big third down play there for the Jags. 63 yards. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Again, Minshew looking to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Gain of 5. Brings up
Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive. It just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
3 yards to go on 2nd down, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. Jumbo set. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Under pressure, down he goes. Sacked at the 10.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays.
He'll be hit and taken down at the 21. Carlos Dunlap, and the Bengals will get the football back. And they've now made 2 trips to the red zone and still looking for their first touchdown.
Not able to punch it in, and if you're on defense, your confidence is sky high. Because mentally, you're saying, hey, you're in the red zone, we're thinking we're giving up 3. We just want to give up 6. In this case, they end up not giving up the touchdown at all. They've got to feel great about what they got done.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk. He's got daylight. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. They seemingly just continue to score at will. And as great as it's been for the offense, you got to feel for that defense down there.
I love how you use the word will, because both teams came into the game with the will to win. But one team has obviously imposed its will on the other and broken them. Because what we're seeing right now...
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in a game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
Jesse Bates on the coverage.
Minshew sets to throw. And that will be incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
Watch the whip. Say.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. That's going to be caught by Kirk. But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A Bengal first down on a 16-yard pickup there.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
At the 10-yard line.
Watch twins.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, this is long since over, and some might see this as overkill. But remember, this is a team that puts on the hard hats, grabs the lunch pail, and tells everyone, we're going to give you a full 60 minutes. And that's exactly how they're playing this one out.
Bullet good on the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Bengals, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, they're going to fall to 3-1 as they suffer their first loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.
She right got me.